anyway, I just want to thank everybody for coming. I'm Rick Peterson. I'm the president of Webster Alumni Group. I've got a fantastic crew of alumni board members. Just raise your hand real quick. I'm not going to introduce you because we don't have much time. And I also have a fantastic parent board. If anybody on our current parent board is here, raise your hand. Chris, are you still here somewhere? Oh, hi. Chris Mager is our president. You know, it's great when you don't have to worry about the mechanics of the game or the gate or who are we going to throw out of the stands other than me. But it's really kind of a cool thing to have a really good parent support group. We're really blessed to have a lot of our guys and some ladies from the cheer squad here. I know you've all made the sacrifice to come over and breathe the Webster air. And I hope you enjoyed our free beer, because you're only getting one.
I bet two. I gotta go, right?
So I got just a little thing. And again, I did not put, I don't know who we've lost from Kirkwood, but we're going to take just a minute to remember folks that we've lost. It's rough every time I look at this.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any idea who you might have lost? Can you?
Yeah.
Do you have them back?
Yeah.
I think you were supposed to send me a slide back.
Max got it.
I'm pointing it out. Go ahead,
The guys that passed away from Kirkwood.
Yes.
Hang on a second. Oh, John Kern, one of our goalies. Rick Jacobsmeyer, Mark Maravelli, we call him Buns.
Yeah.
Steve Payne and Steve Morgan.
And you've had a couple founders pass away.
Yes, we have.
Which would be?
Mr. New.
Mr. New?
Mr. Luther is still alive, our coach. He's 98.
Yeah.
We've got my father passed away, and Jim Brinkmeyer's dad. But my mother is here today representing. Mrs. New is going to be here. Todd's mom too. So we got two founders. Oh yeah, and Sel Core's our coach. Yeah, Sel Core's our coach.
Now you got to remember when you all were playing this. My dad's here somewhere back there. I was 9 when you had this big, great, lovely game, and I can remember being on that hill because I thought I want to be those guys. And I remember because I wore my Webster hockey jersey, and that hill got a little muddy. So 9 years old, what do you do? What hockey game? So and they had a concession stand. I like concession stands. So let me just really quickly, we've lost our founder and first head coach, Mr. Robert Collette. Lou Struckman, whose daughter is here. Lou, hold on, and I've got it just for you all. No, what's really cool is we claim him, and you probably all had him too. All I remember about Lou was that darn skate tape on the ice. And so we got his skate. It's going to go in our trophy case. So we're pretty excited about it. Very cool. A lot of you guys played for that guy, right?
Yeah.
Blazers.
Yeah.
Blazers, yeah.
So then Bill Watt, our founder, represented by his family. Bill Biggs, family here, Dan Sullivan, Roy Rosen. We're lost without Roy.
Yeah.
He was wonderful. Everything in this building he's probably built. Our roost, our locker room, which we're getting back, by the way.
All right.
Anything. I mean, really. Jay Ferger, Bill Biggs, of course you remember. Rich Rosen, Jim Hoffmeister, Mike Biggs, my fraternity brother. Scott Knight, Brian Sullivan, John Ferrara. There's a great picture of John over here. David Stewart, Brian Parrington, Kevin Netwig, Laney Dodson, Jason Glass, Matt Fetterman, Matt Hahn, and Craig Harris. We'll just take just a second. A little silence. I'm sure they're playing a big hockey game right now. Hold on.
Hey, watch it.
It's going to burn my bulb out. At this time, we want the Kirkwood guests to go first on. Just read out your guys that are here, or just have a wave, or just go. This doesn't work. Oh, it does work. Now it's working.
The guys that are here, we had John Kern, we said he passed away. Bill Tegoff couldn't make it. Stu Showboat Shomo, We got Rick Niebling. He's the guy that played for Kirkwood and Webster. Where is he? He's not here, but he played for both teams. He won state with us, and then he went back to Webster. We figured he'd give him 2 jerseys. Dean Patrick Diamondino. His dad was the first coach of the Blues. His brother was an assistant coach in the, if you ever watched the movie Miracle, his brother was the assistant coach. I'm Steve McElroy. Jim Brinkmeyer was our captain, number 7. Chris Elliott. He was kind of a ladies' man. Dougie the Hound Luther. Dougie the Hound. Where's Dougie? There he is. Steve Morgan. He passed away. He was a great player. He's got his brothers here, Bob and Billy. Billy played on our teams in the 80s. Todd New. Todd was a great little player. His father was one of the founders. Charlie Moore. Chippy Moore.
Where's
Buffalo
Chippy?
Chips. Where is Chippy? His kid played at Webster.
He played for me.
Yeah. Paul Hester. Great story about Paul. We'll have to tell you guys later about it. He played in his first game ever in youth hockey was this game. He made his team as a senior, and he scored a goal in the first game ever. Okay, Danny Weiner. Number 16, Danny Weiner. Rocky Fitzinger, Mouse. Jeff Butternut Burrows, number 18. And Wayne Carl Deutsch, our netminder, who did our jerseys, and he coordinated everything. Thank God for Wayne. He got a year jump on us. And we've also got the founders we talked about. We just have 5 guys on it real quickly. The guys from the state championship team from '74, Chris Mestris, Jim Mestris, Kevin Beatty, Freddie Miller, and Mike Cummings. We invited them.
John Collette. John Chitty. I didn't.
Welcome, guys.
Hey, thank you.
How come they've all got jerseys that we don't have? What's the deal here? How come they all look good?
Wait. You live in the poor side of the
I mean, I know they look a lot older than us.
Wait a minute. Wait, did you say jersey?
I said jerseys. Yeah.
It's a recession.
Yeah.
We had a budget.
Hold on.
Oh, yeah! Oh, here we go.
What's the,
This is great.
Hold on.
Never story. Great.
Awesome. You guys are still getting drafted now. Hold on, we have to change the these, right? How much work does it take? There we go.
hurry up, the Zamboni's almost ready.
They're brand new. So, homage to the original design. We got a little 50 on there too. 72. Yeah. Do that. One up.
Overall number 72?
Do you want to go
Yeah.
Good observation, John. These are real hockey shirts. Oh, there we go.
Wait. There was a special keg that I made this morning that you guys drank. He's in.
All right, thank you all for coming over, and thank all the West.
Thanks for having
Absolutely great. I'm going to read on this, and I'm going to miss some people who I'm not sure are here or not, but I'm going to do my best.
If you're here, come up.
First of all,
That doesn't work.
okay. First of all, it was special for us to have Mr. Bob Collette and Mr. Lou Struckman as our coaches. They were tremendous gentlemen and did a lot for all of us. And obviously, we know they're not here any longer, but they're here in spirit, right, John?
Yes. All the time.
All the time, right. Okay, let's go to a list of people who I know are here, and a couple of these are going to be tough for me, so bear with me. First of all, we got Al Tice standing right over here.
Ivy.
Ivy. Defense.
Al, go get your jersey. Al,
Jersey.
Al,
Sweater. Okay.
take them from the bigger guy. The bigger guys are over here.
Hey, Al, you know,
the bigger guys are over here. You're not big.
You get number 72. Albert Odie. Where's Albert? Albert was my defense partner. We played with him together for many years. Bob Graham. I gotta tell you a funny story about Bob Graham. This was not in high school hockey, but this was in league division hockey. Remember Bob when you had a collarbone or your shoulder or something, and he's being carted off the ice, and Coach Colette yelled to people taking him off the ice. Now when you get him to the hospital, you do not let him cut that jersey.
You didn't either.
Chuck Locke. Another defense. Chuck and Al played defense together. Good friend of mine from Rockville, not here today, but Glenn Amoto, right winger, great little player. He is not here today. And in memoriam, I've got to do both of these. First of all, Jay Ferger. Everybody loved Jay. No matter what team you're on, everybody loved Jay. You know, on the Webster team, if you wanted an assist, you passed it to Jay. He scored most of our goals. He was our fastest guy. He was great. Jay was overcome by some form of ALS. We're not really sure what it was. But I do remember a couple years before his untimely death, him walking his daughter down the aisle of her wedding. Oh, great. It was a big deal. See, John Mayfield is not here. John Mayfield was a center on our team. Let's see, Larry Rosenbaum is not here. Larry was a little center. Terry Kraus is not here. Tom Barron, our goaltender. Tom was always back there to stop the pucks when they got by the defense. And that was quite often. Tommy Collette. Tommy, you didn't play with us nearly long enough. Where's Tommy? Tommy had to go up here and figure things out. Too bad you didn't play with us. Danny Vadova. Danny's not here.
Oh, he's not here. Oh, God.
I know Greg Fallon is here. Greg played defense for us. Greg used to carry under here. Steve Hamlin, who is not here. And then we have Billy Biggs. I mean, Billy was special to both communities. Billy was a statesman first. He was a pioneer last. Billy, you know, protected a community that he loved. He protected a bunch of people that he loved. And we all loved him to death. So,
if you're
in memoriam, who's here for
If you're
Billy?
standing in for someone no longer here, Webster, would you come up? Just, I need just one rep who's going to go on the ice. There you go. There you go. Pick up.
Goaltender Bill James. Where's Bill? I know he's here. There he is. John Richards. He's here, isn't he? Paulie's here. Okay, Paul's here.
Come on, Paulie. He can still play, too.
Matt Ruppert is not here. Robbie Pepple, I know Robbie's here. Robbie was our enforcer. I think that's, have I missed anybody? Hopefully I have not missed anybody.
How about John Shooty?
Well, that's me.
You're 72.
And I'm John Shooty.
John Shooty. John Shooty. I've got John Collette as well. Hey, can I have Bob Watkins? Bob Watkins, are you here?
Where were you at the feedback?
Bob?
Hold on a second. Oh, one more time. Lloyd Coon.
Where's Lloyd?
Lloyd was the stick boy, cook boy, cleaned out the locker room, stuff like that for us.
Bob Watkins. Bob, come on. Dave Gordon.
Go shoot it.
Dave Gordon. Bob Watkins. Mr. Collette. John Collette. Come on. Tim Keenan still here? Tim Keenan? No Tim Keenan? Okay, he's getting ready for a game. Bob? Watch your head. Watch your head. Okay, before we go, hold on.
Hello?
We do have a couple special guests. We have some mayoral types here. One referee that used to love putting me in the box. One. And Laura?
The mayor.
Come on. Shake hands.
We're actually very friendly.
I know you are. So anyway, we brought our mayors out. Is our school superintendent here? John, are you here? John may not be here. Okay. Wouldn't be a hockey team without a city, right? So strength in numbers. We have great communities, and very pleased that these folks have joined us. I've got Jeff Hayes here from Mid-States. Jeff, where are you? If you need a penalty erase, don't call him.
I don't deal with that.
No, you won't. That's why I said don't call you. Who else am I missing? I think I've got most of our dignitaries. So anyway, I just wanted to thank the coaches over time. Coaches are going to be coming out with us on the ice. Here's how it's going to work before I do our toast. You're going to have someone leading you, Kirkwood folks. You're going to go around the back of the glass on your side of the ring. And we're going to be staged to go on the ice with mats. So you go on the player bench to come in. Anyone that's not able to do that, if you'd like to go first and get there, we can put you right by the players if you'd like to be there. Okay, but we'll have people on mats. We're going to take a couple photos. We'll have a photographer taking you separately. We have Webster Kirkwood Times is here. Thank you. We'll have same thing for Webster. Webster will come around the Webster side, the home ice. And when we say go, carefully, we're going to go on the ice. We don't pay for broken hips. Well, we might. If it's mine.
You might.
Yeah.
You won't.
Do you have something special?
I do. All right, so I have a proclamation from the city of Webster Groves, which reads, and I'll go really fast since I know you're ready for hockey. Whereas the Webster Groves Skatesmen celebrating their 50th anniversary joined the Mid-States Hockey Club Association in the 1972-73 season, the second year of the league's existence, and Webster remains a respected member of the association. Bob Collette, Bill Watt, Bill Biggs, and Dan Sullivan established the Webster Groves High School Skatesmen Hockey Club, and 6 head varsity coaches and countless others, mostly alums, have dedicated themselves to the development of all players and helped them achieve their goals on and off the ice. And the 6 coaches are Bob Collette, John Collette, Bob Watkins, Dave Garth, Tim Dymeke, Tim Keenan. I'm standing in front of them. Let me move over.
That's all right.
Whereas Webster won 8 division titles and appeared in 13 state Final Fours and 2 final state championship games, twice Webster has come within 1 goal of becoming state champions. In 1995, the Skatesmen upset the undefeated Vianney Hockey Club in the semifinals before losing a thrilling final game to Parkway South. In 1999, final suspense scored with less than 30 seconds remaining to break a 2-2 tie. Whereas the club supported junior varsity and middle school teams, preseason camps, tournaments, the off-ice conditioning programs throughout its history, hundreds of players and cheerleaders have represented their school and community in an exceptional manner. Their fond memories and strong friendships will last a lifetime, along with the values developed and enhanced by participating in this exciting team sport. Now, therefore, I, Laura Arnold, Mayor of the City of Webster Groves, on behalf of the entire City Council, do hereby proclaim Monday, November 28th, 2022 as Webster Groves Skatesmen Hockey Club Day in the city of Webster Groves, and congratulate them on their 50th anniversary, and encourage you all to go to City Hall and take a picture in front of that sign.
We're going to just take 1 second.
Pleasure.
I'd like Representative Mr. Sullivan, Mr. Biggs, Mr. Watt, Mr. Collette. Of course, you have more Colettes here. Hey, Bobby. Bobby. Yep.
We all get a cold spot for the Colettes here.
Sally.
Where's Biggs? Jimmy, you got it? Yeah. And I know we mentioned, if you've still got a beer, if you guys can see this picture, I think this is, move this way, Sully. I knew both of them. I was pretty young. But this is the reason we have hockey, right here. In St. Louis, not just for me. Can we go first? So you're going to offer? You got any toast? Give him a beer. It's Kirkwood. You two are going to toast and we'll be done.
Yeah. So, thanks to everybody for coming. My dad was a great guy, and he always did a family thing, and I'm carrying it on since he passed away. And my buddy Chase donated some money, and we redid our locker room in honor of my dad, and we have his saying, it's sketched in the wall, and it's just simply an Irish blessing. May the roads rise to meet you. May the winds be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face, the rains fall soft upon your fields, and until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand.
Oh, well, I'm in trouble now. Because that was short. These things always seem like a good idea until this very moment. I do want to point out, Dad was a very competitive guy. Very competitive guy. And I was pissed off that he did not go in the original class of the Hockey Hall of Fame in St. Louis. I was irritated. But the next year, he went in with Bob McElroy and Lou Struckman.
Yeah.
Do it. Okay, got this.
And there couldn't have been a better group for him to win with. So I got over that being upset. When I got to St. Louis, I went to Webster Groves High School. I'm in class 69, a little ahead of you guys. I was one of 2 hockey players in high school. A guy named Steve Patton and me. And we played midget hockey at Clayton with Bob Luther and Terry McKenna and Mike Kelly, who was in that kind of group. 2 hockey players in the high school. Here we are 3 years later, and they're fielding a team. And it's just fantastic, and now here we are all these years later. I just wanted to share a couple of things. All the names that I had written down here have been mentioned, so I don't need to go through my list of names. I got a letter. I coached from 74 to 79, and I got a letter after the season one year from a senior parent. Sorry, guys.
You got it.
He thanked me for the years I put in coaching with his son, but he also said, I think without the hockey program at the high school, my son would not have graduated high school. It was the only thing that made him want to continue going. Now, you'll hear those stories across all the sports, that kids stay in school to stay eligible to stay on the team. But in 1969 and before that, when I was in high school, there was no such thing. And this guy said that his kid wasn't interested in anything but hockey, and that's why he's got a high school degree. I hope, I don't know what's happened. Actually, he's on the deceased list. But that's all I'm going to tell you, because I don't want to embarrass him at all. But it meant a lot to me as a coach and helped understand that we compete like crazy. Dad passed that competitive gene on to his sons. We compete like crazy, but we also love each other. And a day like today, well, that's one quick one, because he's here today. I'm the brand new coach of Webster Hockey, because Webster Hockey's coach has died. And it's time for the maybe 73rd fall of '74 game, and Kirkwood's kind of laying it on us, and a young man comes by me and says, "You suck." He was in a red sweater. And I said something pithy back to him too, and it is always a thrill to see Chase McKay. Knew I could get a laugh with that. All right, that's it. End of toast. I'd like to raise a glass in honor of all of those who've made high school hockey great in St. Louis, in particular the Kirkwood Webster thing.
Thank you, man.
Okay, now we have 3 minutes to get everybody on the ice. Are you one of my leaders? You're coming up to me.